After 2, are you all, what are you all doing?
I am running away. I don't know about others.
What about?
I told the line of this.
You toe the line. What about the others?
I am here, but not without their presence. I will be
I was
sitting
already
duck.
on leave. I have been just,
Without in the absence of my runner's friends, I will be a sitting duck.
I don't think this matter will take much time.
All right. What?
Please have a look at page 25.
25.
The division bench orders, these are all passed at the behest of the writ petitioner before your lordship.
25 is the order of the ICIC,
yes,
communication.
Please see, who has written this? Contai Police Station.
Contai Police Station.
This is to bring to your address to my client.
Yes.
To your notice that the model code of conduct is in force at all panchayat areas across the state. As per letter of 4 July 2023 of Secretary West Bengal Election Commission, political functionaries are not allowed to remain present in any other constituency of which they are not electors after completion of campaign period and till completion of poll. This is the first part of it. Furthermore, on the date of poll, the visit of political functionaries must be restricted to his or her own allotted polling station for casting of vote. Stop. Second part of the letter. Third, political functionaries are not allowed to move in the constituency freely on the day of poll unless he or she is contesting candidate. You being a registered voter of part number 76 of so-and-so constituency, therefore you are hereby being asked to adhere to above guidelines and refrain from any unnecessary movement in your constituency on poll day, that is 8 July 2023. No security personnel will be allowed to enter the polling station while casting of vote. But this is issued by a officer in charge of another police station who is not my jurisdictional police officer. Now, please have a look to the 4 July 2023 order which is being relied upon.
You are not within the Contai police station.
I mean, Nandigram police station.
No, Nandigram.
The orders passed are not confined to any particular political functionary. They apply to all political functionaries across the board.
Is the police giving similar notices to all political members?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
Show me copies.
Yes.
Please have a look at the next page, page 26. There is complete violation of the model code of conduct itself.
26.
I am directed to state that the commission, in order to ensure free and fair elections, has decided as in the past that the political functionaries who have been provided security by the state or the union government, but I am a Z category protectee so far as the central government is concerned, shall not be allowed to remain present in the constituency in which they are not electors after the period of campaign is over till the hour fixed for completion of poll. Furthermore, on the date of poll, the movement of political functionaries having security cover shall be restricted in respect of his or her visit to his or her allotted polling station for casting of vote, and leaving the polling station immediately thereafter. He or she cannot move freely around the constituency on the day of poll. The instruction shall, however, not be applicable to the contesting candidates. However, no security personnel will be allowed to accompany such person inside the polling station. Only security personnel of a Z plus protectee can enter a polling station in plain clothes with arms kept in a concealed manner. You are requested to apprise as concerned. Now, please have a look at the model code of conduct, not page 5, page 6. Page 5. So. Please have a look at page 5. Under the heading of police station being clause Roman 6, capital Roman 6.
Model code of conduct.
Turn over to page 6, clause III. On the day of the poll, no person who has been assessed to be having a security threat and therefore given official security shall enter the vicinity of a polling station premise within 100 meters with his security personnel. But in the writ petition I have pleaded, I am agreeable to a 200-meter distance as well.
200?
Yes, I shall not go within 200 meters of a polling station. But I have to look after, I have to attend the hospitals, I know. I have to engineer the political workers, and I have to keep a liaison with the IGP BSF as well. Then further, on the day of the poll, no such person shall move around in a constituency with his security personnel till the hours fixed for the end of the poll. If the person provided with official security happens to be a voter also, then he shall restrict his movement accompanied by the security personnel to voting only. No person who has been assessed to be having a security threat and therefore provided official security or who has private security guards for himself shall be appointed as an election agent, polling agent, or so and so. But where is that embargo put, and that to my different police station officer, that who says that only that is Z plus protection, that's for the government to decide. I shall not be allowed to, and I shall be restricted only to my polling station only. All these orders have been passed by the court at the behest of the leader of the opposition. He has a duty to not see that these orders are carried out in letter and spirit. And not all these, not I can show to your lordship, not this is as a counterblast to, not please see the shared perception of the locality. Please have a look at page 20.
The Model Code of Conduct speaks about the constituency.
Constituents.
And here it speaks about the polling station. And that too, some other police station is giving to the
communicating to me.
Candidate who is in the other police. Why the Nondigram
please see page 29 now. There's the, that's trying to cover up this situation. Please have a look at page 29.
Yes.
And on 6 July 2023, that is yesterday, I had written to His Excellency the Honorable Governor that this is the modus operandi of the large scale violence that is planned.
That is?
Planned.
Planned.
Yes, please see, I have the brief details of the persons who would be arriving in Nondigram from today evening onwards. Please see the list indicated. There has to be somebody to keep a liaison. There has to be somebody to keep in touch with the police personnel, restricting me to my house or to the polling station, and that too without a guard for the purpose of.
Show me similar communications to other political
Yes.
Well, may I show you, Lordship, the general order that has been issued, by the Election Commission, to all police stations, all district panchayat election officers. There are 3 orders. Kindly have a look at, my lord. 2 orders, dated 1618.
One is 4th of July annexed to the writ petition at page
There
26.
are 2 orders, the 4th of July. One is order number 1916.
It is there in the writ petition itself.
Yes, and the other one is order number 1918.
That is also annexed.
Now, these are not restricted to any particular political functionary.
No. True,
but
but
the
then
police authorities are writing on the basis of these circulars. Whether the police authority will write to one, if someone else comes in, they have a similar duty. We have not asked them to pick and choose. Now, these orders are passed because the Election Commission feels it is necessary to ensure A, there is no further campaigning after the campaigning hour is over. B, there is no mobilization of party workers for the purpose of ultimately visiting the polling stations and creating any amount of response. This will apply for all parties across the board. Now, this is within the scope and ambit of the power of the election authority, Election Commission, under Section 243K of the Constitution of India. That is the source of his authority.
No, but then at the same time, you have a model code of conduct.
So far as the model code of conduct is concerned, the model code of conduct is something that is the general instruction. Now, today, on the 4th of July, there have been instructions issued because this is the present apprehension. That if all political functions start arrive, kindly see.
Even the 4th of July speaks about the constituency, not the polling station.
Kindly see. What it says, may I read this? After the closure of campaign period, no campaign can take place within the panchayat areas. Presence of political functionaries, party workers mobilized by political parties candidates from outside the Zilla Parishad constituency for campaigning and who are not voters of the Zilla Parishad constituency should not continue to remain present in the Zilla Parishad constituency after the campaigning period is over. Now, this is not only applicable to candidates. Candidates can, of course, be there. But today, kindly conceive of a situation where ultimately there is influx of a large number of political functionaries along with their supporters. There will be a threat perception, intimidation. And this is not confined to any particular party.
It ought not to be. Thing is that it is being used in a pick and choose manner. Only the leaders of the opposition,
if your lordship
anybody
finds,
from the other side.
If today anyone from the other side enters and this is not applied, kindly call up the authorities concerned.
When to call up?
No, the problem is that we have issued this instruction to all functionaries across the board.
And then
Now, today, if they do not, my learned friends have not come and said that you have allowed X to do it and you have not allowed me. That is not the contention. I find myself in a precarious position. The election commission appears to be the target of all parties. Now, today, your lordship has seen, newspaper reports have been published, which also says, attacks on workers of the ruling party, murder of workers of the ruling dispensation, all that is also there. So, it is not only one party that is wielding the sword here. Today, everyone is equally conscious. They're all fighting to protect their rights, and they're all trying to mobilize forces. The election commission is trying its best. To what extent it will succeed or not is something that we can't control. Trying its best to ensure that the situation is not aggravated. And one of the ways of doing that is to ensure that if today you're not a voter in a particular constituency, do not roam around after the campaigning is over. You have campaigned for your party, that is over. Now, what is stated here?
Let him go around in his own constituency,
yes,
apart from the polling zone, polling station, according to the Model Code of Conduct.
So far as this is concerned, so far as he can go on in his own constituency, but I don't understand what is the difficulty here. This is what it says.
The difficulty is I see Conte wrote that I should
not remain present in the Zilla Parishad constituency after campaigning period is over for the conduct of the polls.
Agreed. As Mr. Shah says, agreed.
This is whatever is the order, that is what I want compliance of.
In my constituency.
I am not following what the police inspector has said. I am only concerned with the order. I cannot speak beyond the order. That is beyond my mandate.
Yes.
I only speak for the 4th July 2023 orders, and that is what should be complied.
Exuberance of the police officer not probably.
No, if the police officer is acting beyond what is the directive contained on 4th July, then that is his problem.
The last sentence of the first paragraph of the IC's instruction is the same as the second paragraph of 4th July.
Last line.
I believe Mr. Mahmuda is agreed.
Last.
Political functionaries are not allowed to move in unless there is consistent candidate.
The line above that. Yes, must be restricted.
Page 26.
Yes, this is what I was trying to see. Second paragraph, that he or she
Cannot.
move freely around the constituency on the day of the poll. The instruction shall
To be restricted to the polling station.
That does he find?
cannot move around the constituency on the day of the poll.
That is what has been the ICS.
However, no security will be given to the movement of the polling.
On 6th of July, the industry should be strictly complied with. Duly complied with. The SPs have received this alert of 6th of July.
Please have a look at page 26 as well, the dichotomy of the instructions of the commission. I am directed to state that the commission, in order to ensure free and fair elections, has decided, as in the past, that the political functionaries who have been provided security by the state or the union shall not be allowed to remain present in the constituency in which they are not electors after the period of campaign is over till the hour fixed for completion of poll. So, say 6th of July was the last date for campaigning. So, he has to move out of his constituency. And that 100 meters was a restriction for persons having threat perception or security threat. That itself was a part of the Model Code of Conduct.
Political.
Where they are not elected.
Correct.
Similar directions have been passed by the Election Commission of India also in the past.
To remain present in the constituency in which they are not electors after the period of campaign is over till the hour fixed for completion. Further, on the date of poll, the movement of political functionaries having security cover shall be restricted in respect of his or her visit to his or her allotted polling station for casting vote and leaving the polling station immediately thereafter. He or she cannot move freely around the constituency on the day of poll. Please see this with page 6 of the Model Code of Conduct. Compare these two.
No, but then if this is applied in respect of everybody, then why will
may I only tell you, Lordship?
Separate will be taken in your case?
I have shown not page 20. All these
may
orders
I just
tell
you, Lordship? Only one thing that I wish to point out, this is not something unusual. Even the Election Commission of India has immediately shown that his past orders, I'm referring to an order passed by the Election Commission of India in respect of on 8 January 2007. There are several others. This is what it reads. Hence, the Commission has directed that after the campaign period is over, the district election administration, police administration shall ensure that all such functionaries leave the constituency immediately after the campaign period is over. This shall be brought to the notice of all political parties, candidates and their agents in order to enable them to comply. And the reason for this is, during the course of campaign and by-election, the political parties mobilize their supporters, including from outside the constituency of poll, in order to bolster that campaign. In view of the fact that after the closure of campaign period, no campaign can take place within the constituency, presence of political functionaries or party workers or procession functionaries, campaign functionaries, etc., who have been brought from outside the constituency and who are not voters of the constituency should not continue to remain present in the constituency, as their continued presence after campaign ends may undermine the atmosphere and free and fair poll.
That's campaigning.
This is the reason and the justification of this. And this is what the Election Commission has decided in exercise of its powers under 243K of the Constitution. And the election process has started.
Yes, I have followed. But tell me one thing. Why did the Kontai police station give this notice to this person? Because the candidate or the person to whom it has been addressed is a resident of some other police station.
Well, I do not know what the Kontai police station has done. I cannot speak for every
Yes, please.
Habitually residing under Kontai police station.
Habitually.
Nondigram assembly constitution in some block he must be. In some.
So what will happen if he stays under the Kontai police station and he votes in Nondigram?
That is clear from court. No one is restricting his right to franchise.
Yes. So he'll go to the polling station and he'll.
What I am trying to impress upon is that the letter is of franchise, but is not anything which is not there on the side. It says that you cannot be around the constituency on the day of poll. It does not say you cannot go and vote.
No, that it is all right. But then restricting.
There in the second line.
2 is around polling station. So 4th July is more strict than the Model Code of Conduct.
Yes.
Now, if the State Election Commission has passed a general order in respect of everybody,
yes,
and this is being followed in respect of all the districts of the state, then where is the difficulty? Let it be followed by all the districts, all the police stations and everybody.
Please see 4 July 2023. What is the
Yes.
Election Commission's decision?
Right.
The second paragraph. Furthermore, on the date of poll, the movement of political functionaries having security cover shall be restricted in respect of his or her visit to his or her allotted polling station for casting vote and leaving the police station immediately thereafter. He or she cannot move freely around the constituency on the day of poll. Now I'm not restricting me. Suppose not, I have to attend the political party office for the purpose of addressing an issue.
Over phone. Don't go personally.
I'm not this.
This may
just one day.
aggravate situations.
I don't know why.
Not this
So
itself.
whatever the reason, speak. You want to speak, you speak over the telephone. There are other modes of communication. You do not go personally. That will be your threat also, and it may cause other issues.
Not I am, so far as I am concerned, but I'm a union Z category protectee. Be that as it may. Not clause page 6. Please have a look at page 6, clause 3. This was the restriction in the Model Code of Conduct.
No, they have made it tighter. Can you stop them?
Well, there's a
For the
reason. Well,
purpose
it is
of
not
ensuring
arbitrarily
free
done.
and fair election.
There is reason and the
You know,
basis.
reasoning and basis
Stop.
is
The petitioner is aggrieved by the intimation given by the inspector in charge, Kontai Police Station, Purbo Mendipur, on 6th of July 2023, wherein it has been mentioned that wherein the model code of conduct, which is in force in respect of the Panchayat general elections, has been highlighted. Stop. It mentioned the communication mentions that the letter dated 4th July 2023 of the Secretary West Bengal State Election Commission mentions that the political functionaries are not allowed to remain present in any other constituency of which they are not electors after completion of campaign period and till completion of poll. Stop. On the date of poll, the visit of political functionaries is restricted to his/her own allotted polling station for casting of vote. And the political functionaries are not allowed to move in the constituency freely on the date of the poll unless he/she is a contesting candidate. Stop. Next paragraph. The letter mentions that the addressee is a registered voter of Nandigram constituency, and he has been asked to adhere to the guidelines mentioned in the letter of the State Election Commission. Stop. Next. The petitioner is aggrieved by the same. Stop. It has been submitted that as per the Model Code of Conduct, on the day of the poll, no person has been no person who has been assessed to be having a security threat and therefore given official security shall enter the vicinity of the polling station premise within 100 meters with his security personnel.